Okay, so let's get back to getting this table in here. So we can see that it peeks out from behind here, and it's below eye level, so we don't want to get it too tall. But I'm just going to kind of rough in a little bit of where I think it's going to be. I think this side maybe comes up like this, and then it comes down and goes up and comes over, and the front of it, it's kind of squished in there, and the legs are going to come down like this, and we can see that, whoops, that back leg of it, we see that just a little bit there too. So let's get that a little bit more clear and more precisely rendered in there. So this front edge, and then this front side, I'm just going to continue that down because the leg just kind of continues down there, and then it would come across like this and up like this. And then the top of it, whoa, angles toward the eye level a little bit. The bottom angles up. And then let's flip this way. Keeping this edge parallel to all of our other vertical lines. And the front side coming down. It's important not to lose track. Now these front edges, again, we're working with very, very thin planes, but we still want to get them in there. The front of that back plane is going to be thinner than the one in front of it, but we're going to see more of that side that's facing us. So it's this side and that side, and then that front top or the back, the back leg, which will be even with this front one, right? And it's going to be similar to that front one in terms of how much we're going to see of it. Oops. So it's here. It ends here, but it comes this way and over like that. We can also see a little bit of a reflection of that. Those can get interesting. But let's continue on with getting this top edge. We also can't forget the side of this molding right here. That, again, we have the problem of it coming, it's snug to the wall up at the top, but then it comes out from the wall just a bit. So we need to account for that. Here and then here, and here, and we can match these lines coming across and then going back to the vanishing point again. Continue to just work on this, those little things that give that sense of depth. On the front of this, too, there's a panel in the front that kind of goes above and below the eye level. And it looks like maybe there's a similar panel on the side. Could give us some more detail. So we could come in and get more precise with that later. We've got the potted plant that's on top there, that's down the wall a ways. Now we have the edge of we can see the edge of the archway, but now as we start moving back towards that open door, and this can kind of help us in aligning things. Now we have the width of that little table in there. Now we can start to get some of these other details in, and sometimes, you know, putting them in kind of roughly to begin with can help with placement before we get too committed. If that's a doorway and we have this a wall that continues over on this side, but we've got these windows here and above the door. That's where those would go. So also on the top of this, on the ceiling here, you know, and into here, we've got some lights, some light fixtures. So those would align with this center and the vanishing point. If you bring that line up like this, that will help to give you a center point, so you could start to place light fixtures in the center of the ceiling and such. So hopefully that gets you far enough along that you can keep on moving and translating your photos to your paper. It's kind of a step-by-step thing, but starting out with that eye level, establishing where that is and where the vanishing point is, those are your most important things. But just keep at it and keep everything in alignment and keep using your straight edges for a nice clean finish. Look forward to seeing them. Thanks.